TikTok's biggest Jezebel scandal. Now, before we get into this video, just a disclaimer. These are my black ass opinions and messy little thoughts. Nothing is fact, just vibes and fair use, baby. Period. Now, if you don't know Akira and Tim, baby, it's a long story, but we gonna break it down. But in order for us to break it down, we gotta talk about the world's biggest pick-me-show. And that's Brenay, a.k.a. Bree Nasty, a.k.a. Big Back, a.k.a. Eat It All. Have mercy. Child, now this is a long ass story, but we're gonna try to chop it up to where it make the fuck sense. Now let's call in reinforcements from TikTok so we could get the full picture of why people be on Brenay's ass. Have mercy.
Today I'm going to explain the Brenay situation from beginning to end because a lot of y'all are under this impression that Brenay is being bullied or the internet is just toxic place. What is going on right now with Brenay? She intentionally curated from the beginning, and if she wanted it to stop, she could have been stopped it. The internet is not bullying Brenay. Brenay cannot be bullied. I'm going to explain it to y'all. Just wait right there. So first of all, who is Brenay? Brenay is a woman with an extremely massive chest. She went viral. She was doing life content. She was a fake Christian, and she had a husband named Devon. She would make content of her and Devon, and she had these junk nails. She wore a lot of rings. She would do what other influencers would do. Make their morning coffee, do little dances. And you know, it's just her, her sister, her mama, all of them had big chests, so you just couldn't stop watching. So at first, Brenay scammed the entire internet into like paying for her breast reduction.
Don't be, if you ain't donate, shut up. How about that? And if you did donate, go refund it. Simple.
Child, now wait a minute. She scammed her supporters too, but for $30,000 for a GoFundMe for a surgery? Excuse me? Have mercy.
So she scammed the internet and said she was going to get a breast reduction. Then it was time for her to get her breast reduction. She was like, you know what? No, I want to have babies. So then she would go on this whole thing of where she would pretend to be the godmother to her husband's cousin's children. Okay? So her husband's cousin, his name is Timothy, and Timothy is married to Akira. The names are starting to flood in, right?
Child, so you mean to tell me that Brenay was married to Devon, Akira is married to Tim, but Devon and Tim are cousins? Now there's some freaky shit going on here. Excuse me? Have mercy.
Brenay would befriend Akira knowing that she used to date Timothy. Right? So she used to go with Timothy. He was her first love, all this background. She would sit and pretend to be the godmother to these children, be in her house, filming her husband, having sleepovers, leaving her house for days at a time, just constantly putting them in her content. You get me? She putting them, their kids, their whole family in their content, but she's portraying it as they are all family.
Child, now wait a damn minute. I know good and well she ain't been all up and through Akira's house. And then she went and did this type of shit like that. And then, what about Devon? She just didn't give a fuck about him, huh? Oh no, baby, we gonna have to take this to the streets. Somebody gonna have to get walked the fuck down about the respect of it all.
After her and Tim have been cheating and sneaking around for a minute, she decides, hey, I want to see if I can make this work. So she goes to Devon and she tells him, hey, I want to see if I can make this work with him. And Devon is like, cool, help her move out, get out. He let it go. He don't even want to deal with it. Mind you, this whole time, Brenay is on the internet, right? Because she controls the narrative. She controls the perspective. So this entire time, she's telling us, oh yeah, I'm getting a divorce. I filed for divorce. That's a lie. She was just having an affair. She never filed for a divorce. She was telling us like, oh, y'all don't know what happened. Like, I'm so, like, she was laughing in this man's face, having him pack up, being mean and disrespectful to him. And in this time frame, she also began to wear a T necklace. So her lives are a very popular place at this time because she's laughing in the comments. She and Tim are enjoying the questions and the sneaking around and not being caught. They're enjoying being public about it, but still being private. So where is Tim's wife? How did these two married people become so close? We are all in confusion, but at this point we're invested because we want to know, is this girl really sleeping with her husband cousin?
Somebody said, could you see yourself dating Tim? We're too much alike, bro.
Why do you keep answering the questions for me? Say that's how you feel, bro.
You want to answer the question, though?
You about to know.
Yeah, go ahead. Dang.
Stop showing off for the camera because you about to piss me off. For real, stop.
First off, stop talking to me like that.
No. You need to stop, for real.
Boom. Yes, she is. She is. We start to see him busting in her house. We start to put two and two together. They living together.
Hey, good morning, sir. Thanks for coming over to come pick me up.
Who?
She's not hiding it. She's just flat out lying about it. And she's not lying about it in the way that she's truly being deceptive. She's lying in the way of like, oh, hey, sir, thanks for coming to pick me up. And he's like, huh? And she don't care. She go right back to she's saying that for court paperwork because at this time, Brenay and Tim are now aware that Akira not playing with them. At this time, this is when all the court paperwork started to come out and the whole internet find out, oh, wow, you took your friend's husband?
It's court documents for a lawsuit because in North Carolina, you can sue people for fucking with your marriage. She would have got more than sued. We would have had to roll her thick ass all up and down them North Carolina streets.
So now she trying to backtrack, cover it up. Oh, we just friends. I didn't pay for him to move out on his wife. I didn't give him a place to stay. So now we all kind of like, so you've been lying to us and you've been trying to hurry up and get ahead of. She tried to manipulate the whole internet. The same thing she did with that breast reduction. I want y'all to understand is what she was doing at this time where she was trying to get ahead and lie about the divorce and lie about what happened and paint Devon as the villain and also paint Akira as the villain and saying stuff like she was using him and she had nothing to do with their breakup, knowing that she was in their house plotting and planning this breakup, all right? That's where it get creepy because she would have said it with her whole chest if the court case would have never opened. Her intention was always to take this man and rub this man and this relationship in their face by using the internet. She tried to weaponize the internet, but it did not work.
And joke's on her because all her dirty laundry then came out.
Right? Now, the reason I say that it's not bullying is because Brenay does stuff like this, right?
She's going to be the Miss Montague, and I'm going to be the Mrs. Montague. So,
and before I even get to that, let me make y'all understand that at this point, Brenay has been bullying this woman in her home.
In her home? Girl, please, I wish a hoe would try me in my house.
Bullying this woman around her kids, at her children's school, at her children's football events. She bullying this woman with the entire internet by exposing this affair but acting innocent. You get what I'm saying? Mind you, this entire time we haven't heard one word from Tim's wife. No retaliation, no negative remarks, no sneaky posts, no comments, no likes, nothing. It's complete silence for an entire year. There is complete radio silence because Brenay, little do we know, we find out later on that Brenay called the police on the wife when the wife found out about the affair.
Child, now wait a damn minute. This shit is getting crazy. I know good and well she didn't call the police on Akira after she found out that she was cheating with her husband.
Bullying. You bullied this woman, and then when she tried to address you, you tried to bully her with the law. So then she went to the court and decided to handle stuff the right way because you're scary and you're police. But you playing with her and her children and her family.
it just doesn't make sense. I seen the lives, like I seen the screen recordings of the live, and it's just crazy to me because I'm not gonna keep no man last name who put me through hell. Personally, whether we have kids or not, just my opinion.
She felt the way because she kept this nigga last name when this wasn't even her man to begin with. What the hell?
So mind you, Brenay is trying to bully this woman. She's bullying this woman because it brings her engagement, and she thinks that it's affecting her mental health and that she could drag the situation out, make her money, do whatever. It's not bullying because it's all voluntary. Brenay could get on here and do her nails every day. We would have never forgot about this situation. It's the fact that every day Brenay gets on Snapchat, Facebook, and will be sneak dissing this woman who did nothing to her. She's bullying and terrorizing and harassing Akira. That is where the internet comes in, and we feel like we have to defend Akira. It's not bullying. No, you can't bully a bully. Brenay is the bully. I want y'all to understand that. She is terrorizing this woman day in and day out. And so in return, the internet is terrorizing her. If at any point Brenay stops picking and terrorizing Akira, just settle the little divorces, do what they do, handle their business, leave it off the internet, which is all Akira has ever said, is leave it out off the internet because her kids are involved. So now when her kids go to school, it's given, oh, your mama Akira, so your stepmama is Brenay. The big chested, oh, and so your daddy cheated on your mama. It's not about Brenay. It's about what Brenay is using the internet to do to try to control and manipulate this woman's life. So if she could do that to a woman who don't have no type of platform, no type of nothing, why wouldn't we all swoop in and do the same thing to her? We're not obsessed.
Well, child, me personally, I don't see a problem with that. And they love to use the word obsessed. But if they shut the fuck up, we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. Child, Brenay's behavior sound real familiar to me. It's almost like her and Lena might be cousins in another life.
She is an internet personality. The same way E came on for years and years and said she had beef and had ran on her to keep her engagement and to build her platform and make her money, and y'all wrote, that's exactly what Brenay is doing. It's no difference. You either know how to work social media and make your bag, you know how to make a storyline and be a character and then check out and live your life, or you don't. And that is what Brenay is doing. She's making money off of bullying this woman, and she's making money off of us defending this woman. Brenay could have been shut all this down. She could have. She doesn't want to.
Now, shout out to this content creator. This was the perfect breakdown on how this all got started. Now, let's move into what happened legally.
This is Brenay Kennard, and she's a TikTok influencer currently being sued for sleeping with her friend's husband. And I read all the legal documents, even though I'm not a lawyer. So let me fill you in on this crazy case. Like I said, her name is Brenay Kennard. She's an influencer with almost 3 million followers on TikTok. And in May of 2021, she married this man whose name is Devon. Brenay and Devon live in North Carolina, and they spent a ton of time hanging out with Devon's cousin Tim and Tim's wife, Akira. Brenay and Devon, Tim and Akira. So these two couples hang out, they go on double dates, make social media videos together, go to birthday parties, basketball games, baseball games, all the couple things. Until in January of 2024, Akira discovers a video of Brenay, her friend, and Tim, her husband, talking about things that they've done together. And yes, earlier I said Tim and Devon were cousins, so that would mean that Tim slept with his cousin's wife. Akira learns that this affair between her husband and her friend started in December of 2023, and on occasion even happened in her house when she would be asleep. After all of this is discovered, Tim and Brenay move out of the homes that they share with their spouses and into a home together.
For all who don't know, me and Devon are divorced. And that's not a good thing, but another thing, your girl is moving.
And then a few months after that, Akira sues Brenay, alleging that as a direct result of Brenay sleeping with her husband, Akira has suffered humiliation, mental anguish, and injury to her health. She says her children are now deprived of a 2-parent household, and Akira is deprived of the love, affection, companionship, and economic support of her own husband because he's given it all to Brenay. Akira also says the fact that the two of them are flaunting this relationship all over the internet.
Oh, I thought the music was gonna play.
No, you gotta just do it. Just once.
Only adds to the humiliation and mental anguish that Akira is already suffering, and so she wants Brenay to pay. Now, of course, filing the lawsuit is only the beginning step. So to prepare for trial, Akira and her attorney started sending subpoenas. They asked for Brenay's bank statements, her proof of income, her current lease, any video she has of Akira's kids, and all communications between Brenay and Tim, including text messages, videos, WhatsApp. She asked for it all. And at first, Brenay's attorney responds to the subpoenas by asking the judge for more time to gather all the documents and respond to everything. But even with the new due date, Brenay and her attorneys never send anything over. So after their deadline passes, Akira's attorney files a motion asking the judge to sanction or punish Brenay and her attorney for not responding to the subpoena, because not having that information is preventing Akira from preparing for this trial. And it's also costing her more money in attorney fees. So this request for sanctions happened on November 20th, 2024. And then the next thing that happens in this case is on January 30th, 2025, when Brenay's attorney files a motion to withdraw, like leave the case. The motion says that the defendant, meaning Brenay, wants him to withdraw. So now there's a hearing scheduled for April 1st, but a mediator has also been assigned to this case, and it says the deadline for a conference with that mediator is April 19th, and then the trial is scheduled to start on May 19th. So that's the lawsuit between the wife and the girlfriend. But remember, I said Brenay was also married. She was married to Devon, who is Tim's cousin. Well, Devon has also filed a lawsuit. His lawsuit is against his cousin, Tim, and it's for the same reasons Akira is suing for, saying that his cousin broke up his marriage. There was also a temporary custody order that was put in place to say that Akira and Tim's kids couldn't be left alone with Brenay, but Akira says that Brenay has broken that order countless times. So again, this is in North Carolina where you can sue for this kind of stuff.
Now, shout out to this content creator, but y'all not too fast. The plot thickens. Y'all listen to this here. Brenay has a twin sister named Karen. And girl, why in the hell? Doing all this shit with Brenay, Tim, Devon, and Akira. Karen popped up pregnant and had a baby. The TikTok streets has been suspected for some time now that Tim is the father. Now, child, why in the hell about a week ago they talk about Tim confirmed that he was sleeping with Karen? Lord hammer, somebody come pick me up off the floor, baby, because this is just too much mess. Girl, and the gag is, they say that Brenay was fully aware that Tim was sleeping with her sister, her twin sister at that. What in the incest is going on here? Excuse me? Hammers. At this point, all 5 of them need to pack their bags and head to the nearest clinic. I mean, the nearest clinic. Sign your name and sit down. Because this right here not only messy, it's trifling and it's the fuck nasty. Child, so from March all the way until now, there's been a lot of different things happening over and over with these cases.
Brenay, all snacks aside, why would you pull up to that girl's kid's graduation with Tim in zebra cake leggings thinking shit is sweet? Baby, you got a restraining order placed on you. Like, you think shit is sweet. It's not a game. Like, stay your ass away from her kids. So I don't know if y'all know, but Brenay basically pulled up with Tim to Tim's kids' graduation. And she all on Snapchat, you know, like on the way to the graduation, like ain't nobody stopping her. She Brenay, she don't care about no court. She don't care about nothing. So y'all, she pulls up there. Akira family is so upset that you could possibly show up to somebody's kid's graduation after you done took her husband from her. Like, the disrespect is so loud and it's so crazy. So y'all, Akira family called the police on Brenay. They get to, you know, having a little consultation. Brenay gets detained. Mind you, she's detained. Tim waving at the camera like he don't care. Y'all, it's crazy. This shit get crazy. So they let him go. The graduation over. Brenay thinks shit sweet. Her and Tim, they get back to their house. They had a Lincoln Bearcat outside of Brenay's house ready to transport her, y'all. They done transported this girl to jail. They done slapped Brenay and Tim in the front yard. Y'all, the Ring camera footage go I'm about to post it in part 2.
Child, Brenay ended up in the slammer.
Y'all are like, it's so funny because the internet is going extremely crazy. Like, I mean, y'all are going crazy, like insane over me going to a graduation that y'all knew nothing about. The only reason why y'all know I went to the graduation is because people on their side are recording us being weird. Y'all see I was minding my business in most of the videos. Minding my business, not worried about nobody. Y'all like, you looking around, you scary. If somebody's behind me that's not supposed to be behind me, what y'all gonna do? Y'all just going what? Like, be for real. I'm peeping the scene as I always do. And I was paying attention to what was going on in front of me. I minded my business the whole time. I didn't say nothing. I didn't do nothing. So like, y'all creating this, it was something that happened. Nothing happened other than the parties, other than those people over there antagonizing and harassing us. Because we were there to show the babies love. Like, God forbid I love them too. I guess y'all want me to be with the dad and don't like the kids. How much sense does that make? If I didn't like the kids, y'all have a problem. The fact that I love the kids is still a problem. Pick your poison. Y'all getting on the internet looking at 2-second video of me sitting down, doing this and that and the third, or whatever the case may be. And y'all are ready to crash out. Y'all don't know these people. Y'all don't know these people. And even when it came to the cop, like, we spoke to the cop and sat back down. They're not telling you the full story. And there's no need to, because I stayed there. So clearly there was no violation if y'all put y'all brains together and really think about what's actually going on instead of just believing anybody that come on the internet and say, hey, guess what? I know the tea on Brenay and her family. Y'all so quick to believe anybody that open up their mouth and say they know me. Y'all don't know me for real? Like, be for real. Oh my gosh. I don't say too much and I just mind my business. I literally post my content, do what I gotta do. But y'all are dragging this daggone situation. Like, y'all didn't even know I was going anywhere because it was none of y'all business. Again, the only reason y'all know is because people want to record, like paparazzis. And baby, best believe you think they got receipts and posting it. I got receipts. I don't need to post it. It's no need. I don't literally live for the internet. And what I mean by that, it's my job, yes, but I don't live for the drama. I don't live for that. I make my coin and get off. Like, simple. But anywho, y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. Y'all can feel like it's so stupid for me to go. Y'all can feel like however y'all want to feel. Y'all were not there. Y'all cannot make me not support my fiance and the babies because y'all don't like me or because they're uncomfortable. Y'all forget that these are his babies too. The same amount of rights that others have, he has. He got the same rights. Come on. Like, y'all, stop harassing me, literally, at this point. Y'all are doing too much. Y'all are so mad at me for no reason. Get a life.
Let's talk about this Brenay situation and Akira and some of the language she's used in her video. Now, I am not the person who believes that marriage, what's the word? Marriage doesn't solve everything, but marriage does give you some titles and it gives you some reverence and it gives you some access. And the first access is, once I've become that nigga's wife, either I'm his wife or I'm his ex-wife. And if you've been neither, but you've been the side piece, and in this situation, most importantly, you've been family to me, my homegirl, and my kid's auntie, I'm going to get to that in a minute. Per your words, someone gave you that title of auntie. Keep your name off me. Keep your mouth up off me. You already got your mouth on my husband, bitch. And if you haven't been married, as someone who has been married, yes, you can be going through a divorce, but I'm going to be real with you. And this could be toxic, bitch. I don't know. But nigga, that's mine until the people say it ain't. So bitch, really if I come over there and act up and shake the whole motherfucking table, that's still my husband till the people say it's not. Y'all niggas are committing adultery. And that's the reason the people are suing y'all now. I was wondering, I was like, why is this? Because you're flagrant with it. What happened to being conservative whores? And I'm not talking about Republicans. I'm talking about motherfuckers who had some couth. Motherfuckers who said, you know what? We moving a teench foul, and we want to keep moving a teench foul, but we gonna tread lightly. What happened to that? What happened to that? I bet Brenay ain't got a slip one in her house. You just flagrant, niece. Now, bitch, this is wild. The next thing that she said is, I hate when people make it seem like if I got a problem with the mother, that I automatically have a problem with the child. One thing is for sure and two things for certain. A bitch that can't stand the adult and won't touch the adult will get at the adult through the children. That is consistent throughout history. That's why Lena act a certain way towards Kaiser. Because Lena really want to get with Neek, and Lena know that Neek will wear her out. Yeah, and I'm gonna be real with you. It's not always intentional. It's just in your spirit. It's just in your spirit. There are mothers who treat their children poorly, who look like the father, or who are deeply connected to the father, and it's just a natural way. And the mother don't even think she's doing something wrong. She thinks she's giving that baby everything. But because of your feelings towards the adult and you can't get to that nigga, it's connected to the next thing closest to it. So yeah, You act like that's a real thing. I don't know if you're doing that. I don't know too much about how you raise the children. Because I'm still learning about this Brenay shit. But I do know you popped up at them people's graduation, them school, and you should have kept your ass at home. You got all them cracks and crevices of them nails to be cleaning out with the motherfucking Q-tip. You've got things to do, niece. On a deeper level, as a kid, if my auntie was on the motherfucking internet sipping motherfucking sour cream out of cups, I wouldn't want you at my middle school graduation either, bitch. No shade. And now I'm going to the auntie piece. You have demonstrated a level of not giving a fuck about them children, because have you talked about how you're going to explain what happened when it's been documented everywhere? Yeah, I'm auntie, but now I'm stepmom. And you're watching your mom go through this, and I'm a part of like hurting your mother. And the reason I was able to hurt your mother the way I was is because I made your mother believe I was like family. That's why y'all call me auntie. But I'm stepmom now, and I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna tell you something, bitch. My mama been gone from this earth since December of 2009. It's up and stuck with bitches. I was just at Omaha Day. It was bitches I saw at the parade that I stared down that my mama got beef with from 30 years ago. If you got beef with my mama, you got beef with me. Wouldn't be no sleep in that house if I was one of Akira's kids. Wouldn't be no motherfucking sleep in that house, bitch. Wouldn't be no hunching either. As soon as I heard my daddy's zipper go down, honey, I would be forcing myself to throw up. Bitch, I'd be getting the flopsies, just passing out all over that bitch. Neither of those children are a Pisces, and I know that because a Pisces don't play about their mama. It'd be some problems in that bitch. But yeah, Akira, you out of line, niece. You're too incensed for you to be so out of line. You're too upset and feel too disrespected to be as disrespectful as you are. And God don't like, we've lost the ways. I'm gonna tell you this, and I hope you see this, and I mean this, and I'll joke a lot. I've had a husband, and I know what it's like to go through this. There is no good that will come to you. When I was at Omaha Day, I saw the mother of my ex-husband's child out there by the biker thing, looking a mess. She looked me dead in my face. I looked her dead in her face. Bitch, I walked through there shining. There's no good that's going to come to you, daughter. You got to repent. And you're repenting. And the person who's going to take you through it the most, the person who's going to give you your karma is that nigga. Watch what I tell you. How you get them is how you're going to lose them. And people think this the only, it's true. A cheating ass nigga don't stop. And he was married with children. And he is related to your husband. This man has no scruples. This man has no boundaries. And Brenay, you are not built to be chasing after a nigga, sister.
Have mercy. If you made it to the end of the video and you're yapping like me, meet me in the comments so we can have a key. That's all I got for y'all today, baby. Ciao, y'all so messy.